Hello, friends and family. Welcome to Marcie Creates. This is Marcie, and this is part two of the video that I did, I believe, Wednesday night, where I unboxed all the beautiful polymer clay pieces that Beth Sullivan sent me. And so today I wanted to use those pieces and make a necklace. I have chosen this piece that she made. Absolutely love it. And I already made a bail with some jasper and some crystal just so I could speed this video along a little bit. I just did basic wire wrapping, and we're going to use that, of course, as the focal. And then I also took the companion pieces she made and I went ahead and made some earrings. So they have a nice little movement. I did more wire wrapping here, and then I used a French ear wire. So really love these pieces. Of course, I love everything, but I thought these would be fun to uh, work with. And as you can see, I have a whole bunch of beads I pulled out of my stash. I just want to show you some close up. So I have some boho beads here that I thought would be really nice. All the colors. I had fun picking out all the beads for making this necklace. I think these are resin, but they pick up the kind of that peachy color in that pendant. And then I have some of these. So this was a repurposed pieces of a repurposed necklace that I bought at like a thrift place. It had some wood necklaces that were like $2, and I bought them and took them apart for the beads. So we may use some of these. I love the rustic nature of those. They really go nicely with some of this kind of antique look on the pendant. And one thing I love about this is it's got different textures, and it's got matte and then shiny. And so I wanted to do that also with the beads that I chose. So we also have, and I don't know if I'll use them, but I did pull some ceramic beads, some little cylinders. And then we have some crystals, really pretty. I did use some of those in those earrings. And again, this is another part of a necklace I took apart. I just love these wood beads. They're kind of scored on the side, if you can see that. They look like little teal pumpkins, don't they? So we're going to be using some of those. And then I thought we should have some sparkle. So I've got these really pretty bronze sparkly beads. These are really heavy. So I only going to add 2 of them. And then just picking up some more of this neutral color. I have more beads, like saucer beads and some more crystals. And then these wood beads, these little wood cylinders are also from that necklace I took apart. I like to do that. There's a jewelry kind of bead place I like to go to here called the Rock Barrel, and they had a whole bunch of strung necklaces that were made out of wooden beads and just different really cool things. And I ended up buying them. They were $2 a piece, and I mean, I got a lot of beads for $2. So if you have any thrift places near you, or even flea markets, if you don't like the design of something but you like some of the beads, it may be worth investing in the piece and then taking it apart. I also have some dark wood, dark brown with the Picasso finish on the end. I thought those might be kind of neat. Of course, we're not going to be able to use every bead I've got out here, but I wanted to give myself, um, you know, choices. I like choices. Don't we all like choices? And here's just a few more things that I picked out that I might use. So, oh, and then I've got these beautiful jasper beads. So I had a lot of fun going through my stash to pick out things that would go with these pendants. So we're going to make a very simple necklace today. We're just going to play with the textures and the colors. And I actually have thought maybe I'll do something really simple that you could layer with this piece that we're going to make today. It will show up in a finished jewelry update for you. So without delaying further, let's get started stringing. I'm going to use Softflex medium turquoise color wire. I thought that would be really pretty, and we'll pick up a lot of the tones again in the pendant. So we're going to pull a nice amount. And of course, however long you want to make something is certainly designer's choice. I tend towards longer necklaces just because they're just great with layering, and I love to layer my jewelry when I wear it. I don't wear. It's funny. I make a lot of jewelry, but I don't wear it. But I'm usually home, and who's going to see me? I should probably wear it anyway. But my mom sure has fun when she goes, and she has a group of ladies that she visits with once a month, and so they all love when she's wearing a piece. And actually, they were so kind to her, and were so helpful after she had her stroke this past summer, that I sent them all a piece of jewelry. Well, I sent out, I gave my mom, I think 10 or 12 necklaces, and I said, let them pick which ones they want. But I wanted to thank them for all the kindnesses, and they said they had so much fun at lunch picking out which ones and everything. Really made me feel good. So, yeah, so I made those longer too, because I know it's fun to layer. So let's see, what do I want to do first? I think let's add some jasper beads. But I think I want the smaller ones. So these have more brown in them, and I thought they would be great with some of these wood he-she type shape beads. So we're going to do that. This just really kind of screams Southwestern to me. So I love the browns and the creams and the turquoise. All right. And I couldn't believe my luck when I found these crystals. They're just perfect. You never know what you have in your stash till you start looking, right? And I have numerous other pieces for this finished jewelry update that I'm going to work on this weekend. I hope to have the finished jewelry update out next week. But boy, I have a lot of boxes I need to catch up on from being out. And I notice things are renewing, so now I'm panicking. It's like, wait, I haven't even touched the ones I've got. But what a terrible problem to have, right? It reminds me of a Shel Silverstein poem. Any of you that know who Shel Silverstein is, he had all those fun poem books called like Where the Sidewalk Ends and Light in the Attic. I used to love all his poems. And there's one about a lady that complained she didn't have a fur coat, and then she got the fur coat and she complained of the fleas. So yeah, that was not lost on me. Uh, yeah, I used to love those books. I love books still. So I'm liking the way that looks. Let's see. Let's add. I'd like to do a little bit of a dark bead here. Some of these barrel Picasso are nice. Isn't this a fun palette? Thank you, Beth. See, that's what's so fun about getting pieces like uh, what she's making with these grab bags. You will probably get things in shapes or textures or maybe color combination you didn't think of, but it's going to spark your creativity. That's what I love about getting a variety of things. So if you do get one of her grab bags, she is selling them till the 4th. I did see some comments from a bunch of you saying you were going to buy some, or you did. Just to remind everybody, they're $32.50, and you get 10 to 12 pieces. And she says, you can easily make more pieces than what you're getting, because there are sets that are tied together, or you may get a string of beads that she made. So do check those out. I'll make sure all the info is at the end of this video. Again, I have it posted in the Marcie Creates Facebook group, and you can also look in the description of this video. I'm going to post it again there. So she's going to sell them till they're sold out, or till May 4th, whichever one comes first. May 4th, I think, is the last date she's going to sell them. But if she runs out before then, obviously that's not going to happen. So, but you'll get a variety of things, all different colors. If you didn't see the unboxing, it's the video right before this one, and you'll get an idea of what you can get from her wonderful grab bags. So I'm just really just yapping and stringing as usual. Sometimes there's method to my madness, but usually not. I don't really come in with a plan. I think I do want to add one of these really fun melon looking beads. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Yeah, I was excited about those $2 necklaces. I mean, I thought, wow, I can get a lot of beads. Let's add some of these guys. So these are wood, and they were stacked up in the necklace. I took it apart to get to some other things, so now I'm stacking them again. So there you go. I think I have some wood carved animal beads that came with these necklaces, and I'm dying to do something with my African beads that I have with those animals. So stay tuned for that, because that's really the reason I ended up buying the necklaces. Was I mean, the bonus was to have all the beads, but I really wanted those little carved animals, because that can get expensive. And for $2 a necklace, man, I was all over that. I think I grabbed like 20 necklaces. I was a little greedy. All right, so I like that. I think we should, I don't know. I think these might be a little too big. I might use one for a layering necklace, but well, I say that, but that pendant's pretty large. I think, yeah, maybe we can do that. I'm going to do some bead caps here. I love these boho beads. These came in a Jesse James beads mix from a few years ago. All right, a couple more of these guys. Yeah, so yesterday I was exhausted. I wanted to get this video out yesterday for you, but I just hit my limit. I'm still trying to get my stamina back from the surgery, and this is the first week that I'm full-time back to work. So I've gotten yesterday was a rough one as far as work goes. And not that it was stressful or anything, it was just really, really busy. And so yeah, I needed to rest. So thank you for your patience on that. I think I'm going to do some more of these, but I'm only going to do 3. I love all the different textures. I love to mix shiny and sparkly with matte pieces. All that kind of variety, especially if you're using a limited colorway such as this, um, makes the jewelry look very interesting, and very, even if you're just kind of winging it, it's going to look like you planned it out perfectly. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? So here's what we have so far, and I really like it. I'm going to do a couple more of these little melons, as I'm calling them. Whoops. If I can hang on to the beads. All right. Let me just take a gander. Let's do some more of these. I love these little rondelles. I think I got these at Beadbox Bargains at one point. That's such a great site for stocking up on basics. I really do love that. They always have a multiple of the same shape, different colors. I think that's really cool. All right. I have a doggy sneezing in the other room. Poor baby. It's spring. All right. I'm thinking. Let's do a couple more of these little jasper beads. And I'm just stacking and doing like odd numbers. Let's see. Do we want to do these sparkly guys? I don't know. That might be a bit much, huh? Maybe let's do these instead. I thought those would look good, but now that I'm looking at it, might be a bit much. We'll save them for something really glam. Okay. I think I got these rondelles also from Beadbox Bargains. Very pretty. Okay, let's do another dark with the Picasso. I'm loving that. Maybe we'll do a punch of silver. These are some spacer beads, little saucer spacer beads. Pick up some silver. We got some silver down here, so maybe we'll echo that up here. I'm gonna have to, haven't really touched these crystals yet. Maybe we should do a little crystal. Just a touch of sparkle. I'm gonna kind of move this so you can see everything. I realize I'm making this long, so let's see. Let's do a couple more of these. These are really cool. So these are turquoise with kind of a copper finish. And mixed metals also would look great. Like you could use copper, um, bronze, silver, even gold. Make it more interesting visually. Let's see. I'm thinking. Let's do 3 more of these. Got these. I haven't used any of these yet, and there's one down there, so I think I'm going to go ahead and if I can find the hole. There it is. Sometimes the little spots on the gemstones look like the hole, and guess what? It's not. Silly me. All right, let me see. This is pretty long. I don't think I want to make it too much longer. So let's do another one of those. Let's do some of these wood tubes. We're heading to the back now. And so I'm going to use some smaller beads. so that whatever's behind your neck is comfortable. Sometimes the big chunky beads behind your neck aren't very comfortable. So I like to put smaller ones at the end. Okay. Whoops. So I have these number 8, really pretty, kind of pearlized seed beads, also in kind of that kind of a ivory color. It's got a little bit of pink in it that I thought would be pretty. So let's do about 10 of those on each side. You could use number 6 seed beads over here too. I like to use those for the end of necklaces and also in between beads to kind of get a little bit of color. Let's see, that's 5, 6. Oops. There's 10. Let's do 10 on this side. Five. Oops. I lost count. I think that's 10. Yeah. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and make our, I'm using a lobster claw. I think I'm going to do a coordinating bracelet with this as well. I think that would be a nice set with the earrings and maybe another necklace to layer with and then a bracelet, do a whole set like that. I think that would be a lot of fun and it would be really pretty. So I'm just going to do some crimping here to attach my lobster claw. All right, and then I'm going to make a little seed bead loop on the other side. I do that often. If you watch my channel, you know I love to do that. It adds more color. So we'll put our crimp bead. And, you know, if you've never done a seed bead loop, give it a try. It's a nice, you know, if you don't have a toggle but you have a lobster, it's a great way to use some seed beads, add more color, and you don't have to worry that you didn't have a clasp, you know, or one half of a clasp. Sometimes you only have one half. This is a great way to um, solve that problem. I've got 13 right now. I think I'm going to do a 15 seed bead loop. Obviously, the more seed beads you add, the bigger your loop, and that's designer's choice again. But I think 15 would be enough. And also they match the soft flex. So, you know, if there's a little gap or something, it's nice because it coordinates and you're not really going to see it. Um, Also, you know, soft flex is just wonderful to string with. I just love it. All right. This really is my favorite way of making jewelry, is just stringing, playing with the colors, playing with the textures. You know, I love getting a focal piece that inspires me like this one, and then everything goes from there. So here is our necklace. I'm going to hold it up so you can get a good view. There's our beautiful pendant by Beth, and then all the beads that we added. I think it turned out really nice. And your little lobster just hooks onto your seed bead loop. And away we go. We've got matching earrings. And I do think I will do a bracelet and also possibly another strand